It's a very good morning to you again, wherever you're watching the program, development segment on our channels. And basically, where we're talking about development at every level. In Oyo State today, the pace setter states, we are having a very big fish, a golden one for that matter, who is going to do proper justice to some of the things that has actually been on the air, which is called monumental achievements under the leadership of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde. And the person I brought to the show is a very active, intelligent personality who mean well for the people of his state, especially the downtrodden. He's very, very popular, and moving around the streets, you will think he is the reigning majesty of the moment. He's no any other person than Dr. Akin Fagbemi. Is going to do proper justice to some of the other things we need to know. He's a Mogaji, and in Oyo State, when you talk of Mogaji, you know the rest of the story. I am your host, Seun Akinde. Join me as I bring to the show the man of the moment.
First, let me thank you for this great opportunity and thank the viewers too. I want to give all glory to God Almighty for giving us such an opportunity. And let me use this also to thank our governor, the people's governor, His Excellency Engineer Seyi Makinde, under whom we have been working very seriously, and is a man of vision, is a man of purpose. Whatever you see that we've achieved thus far as a function of leadership that we, as it were, pulled from this great leader. I call him a servant leader, because any day, any time you find him doing one thing or the other. And do also not forget that when we came into office in 2019, by the grace of God, His Excellency brought out a 4-point agenda, which has been the driving force to ensure that we'll be able to achieve the mandate of whom we ourselves wanted the people to understand that we are having a positive change. And you talk about area of health, you talk about area of education, you talk about economy, and then security. You know, in recent times we've had a lot of challenges with regards to security all around the nation and also in Oyo State. But again, I can tell you we're on top of the game. Let's pick the area of education. In Oyo State, His Excellency Engineer Seyi Makinde, right from the day where he was inaugurated, he said we're going to be having free education for the schools. And so far, it has been wonderful. I tell people, for us now, go to schools, you see a lot of developmental changes here and there. People, enrollment is high, and then the schools too, you have the principals, you have the teachers and all that. Everybody is up and doing. Of recent again, His Excellency gave a directive for the recruitment of about 5,000 teachers and all that. That's a lot for a state, especially when everybody's crying, oh, no money, no money, no money. And that's to tell you that's he meant what he promised, and for such we're grateful. And even non-teachers too. And then if you go around the school, you can see renovations all around. So I'm talking about education. Then you talk about the area of the economy of the state. And you can see, well, Oyo State, if you look at it critically, most of activities within the state are informal. We have a lot of informal sector, and then we're encouraging and giving them an enabling environment. And you look at those buying and selling. And let me talk about the areas of transportation, as it were. One of the very serious areas where, as a state, our state, we call it, is a commercial link, where people move from a part, where you're moving from Lagos, going down north, down east, most of the time to go via Oyo State. So there's a lot of movement, and again you can see a collaborative effort with also Ministry of Transportation. Of recent is His Excellency the President, Commander-in-Chief General Buhari launched the rail track between Lagos and Ibadan. All these are adding positively to the development of the state, and it will also help the economy because goods can be moved, you understand, from Lagos, Ibadan, down north. And also we have the dry port coming up also in Ibadan. So you can see that there's a lot of things going on with the economy, and so far so good. I think that have been very wonderful. A part of security, last year His Excellency gave out over 100 security vehicles to different security agencies and all that. Those are support given to these agencies for them to perform. But again, Oyo State is a very big state, and again it has porous borders. That we also started what we call secondary school education, letting them know basic traffic rules and regulations. Those days when we were in school, secondary schools, we were taught when you want to cross the road and there are zebra crossing, look left, right, left, and all that. Some of these things are no more in some of the schools. So we're trying to bring it down in collaborations with Ministry of Education, and also encourage the people to also join a club, traffic clubs, where they're educated. Let me give you an instance. You know, when you go to Challenge now, we now have this traffic light. Yeah. Over time, we've not had something like that. So it's like a lot of people have forgotten which one is red, which one is amber, which one is green. So you understand. So in one of our operations, we met someone, you know, when it shows red, the man just ran and moved across, you know, the traffic and all that, and he was apprehended. And somebody said, I said, Baba, you are not supposed, when it's red, you have to stop. Only red, you mean danger. I mean, let me clear from the road. You understand? I will first say that whatever we are doing now is to the glory of God, and I also attribute it to His Excellency Engineer Oluseyi Makinde, who, as it were, saw that we could do one or two things, and he brought us on board. So I will attribute that to him and thank him. Mogaji is from Ibadan, from Alekusho to be precise. A young man. I'm also a scientist. My PhD is in biotechnology, so I'm a lab person. And he's a man like any other person who has visions to ensure that you have a better place in the society. And we also believe very strongly that we should also contribute our own quota to whatever that is happening. So for us, we are free-minded, we are open to serve, and we believe in servant leadership. So I think that is what Akin Fagbemi is all about. And then with God on our side, we'll continue to serve our people to ensuring that we make the world a better place.